Back here at Big South Conference Spring Meetings, I'm here with the Commissioner Kyle Calander. And Kyle, first off, just kind of go over, summarize exactly what this week is all about for us.
Well, it's really the climax of a great year, both athletically, administratively, everything that we've tried to accomplish this year, a lot of the initiatives we've been trying to focus on. It's really a great week because we have our basketball coaches with us, athletics directors, senior women administrators, faculty athletics representatives, and then our president's coming at the end of the week really to cap things off. But in addition to all the work and all the meetings we have a little bit of fun, and we have a lot of great partners of ours that really support us through the years.
The women's basketball coaches and men's basketball coaches met. Both coaches groups met with the athletic directors as well. Women's basketball, the main topics there were marketing as well as the bids for the next year's championship. What can you tell us that came out of those meetings?
Well, clearly, a huge focus on the women's basketball tournament and our championship and where it's going for the next 3 years. We put it out to bid. We had 3 institutions that bid, 3 communities, High Point, UNC Asheville, and Liberty, and all 3 very good bids. And so we've had a committee that's been studying that over the last few months. So our women's basketball coaches spent some time talking about those bids, what they desire in the future of the women's basketball championship, what their priorities are, and shared that with the athletics directors when they met them. Tomorrow, we have our Council of Senior Women's Administrators and Council of Athletics Directors that are both going to review and rank those bids as well. And ultimately, that will go to our CEOs who meet on Friday, and they'll make the ultimate decision. So we'll have a decision by the end of the week.
Obviously, I have some skin in the game being the head coach at UNC Asheville. But all 3 bids are going to provide a quality experience for our student athletes. The coaches really spoke a lot about proximity because they care about their fan bases. They want their fans to be able to have access and be able to travel to their games in a relatively easy manner. Of course, you know, it's going to work better for some institutions than others depending on where it is. So we don't want that to be the determining factor. Really, we want our tournament to be a great experience for the student athletes. I think this group of coaches, more so than any other group I've worked with in my coaching career, really cares about the experience that the student athlete is going to have.
Probably the best discussion we've had this week so far was with our basketball coaches and our athletics directors in regards to the transfer situation in basketball. Anybody who follows college basketball knows that it's a real issue. I mean, we've got student athletes, upwards of 800 so far this year, that are transferring from one institution to another, and these are primarily undergraduates.
For us as a conference, you know, we lost some really good players this year. Dylan Smith and Sutton from Asheville, Deshaun Murray, one of the best power forwards in the region probably. We lost Evan Maxwell as a transfer. And not to begrudge the places that they transfer to or the individuals, but that's a concern when some of the best players in your league are looking for greener pastures. How do we upgrade our experience and our situations to prohibit that? So, and also affects our APR. So really good discussions there.
What's exciting about tomorrow, well, there's a couple of things, obviously. But we have our TV partners with ESPN and American Sports Network coming in and visiting with us, talking about what's new with them and what we're looking forward to in the future. And then in the afternoon, we have Kevin Lennon, the Vice President of Division I Governance, and John Parsons, the Director of the NCAA Sports Science Institute, visiting with our Board of Administrators. And that's really key because as we talk about transfers and a lot of other issues that are really important nationally in college athletics, to be able to have that expertise visit directly with our membership is really important to us. So that's a long day of meetings. At 4 o'clock, our ADs will meet with our CEOs of issues that are particularly important to them. That's the only opportunity we have all year for the athletics directors to visit with the CEOs. So it's really important time for the ADs. And then we culminate it tomorrow night with our awards banquet, and that's always something I look forward to every year. We celebrate the great athletic and academic accomplishments by our student athletes in the Big South Conference, and it's really going to be a wonderful event.